Michael, thank you for taking the time to speak to us. It was a disappointing defeat for us here in Wigan. Just give us your thoughts on the game.
I thought it was a disjointed performance, particularly in the first half. Looked like a team that haven't played together a lot. Looked unorganised, which has been unlike us. We might not have been great in time moments, but we've looked organised, and it's been more of a quality with the passing. But we're sort of stuck between a rock and a hard place at the minute because the centre forwards we've got available at the minute is Freddie's having a tough time, but other than that, they're all 5'9". So we can't just boot it. We can't, because it just keeps coming back. But then if you're going to pass it, you need to be able to pass the ball better. And that's the disappointing thing. We don't do it in the first half, we do it in the second half. The game, and then 70 minutes you're on top, and you're having to take people off that you don't want to take off. It looks like we might have lost Cass. Because of that, we lost Rads last week, but you're down to bare bones. It just needs must. We don't want to have to do it. And that adds to the whole disjointed feeling of it.
In your opinion, what was the difference in the first and second half? Why was that difference in the performance?
Pass the ball. Simple as that. Pass the ball properly. Pass it quicker. They didn't change anything. We changed shape a little bit to try and get a better foothold in the game, but it's we have to keep changing things at half time. Getting people to do it properly in the first half. Now, people will say that's my job, and it is my job, but I don't become a better manager at half time. It's too easy to play 2-0 down football, 1-0 down football, wait until the pressure comes off, and then start passing the ball and taking responsibility. So we need to. It's tough. It's disjointed. The players are suffering. The supporters are definitely suffering. I've never known an injury crisis like this during my whole career. But we can't start blaming each other now. We've got to take responsibility as a collective, take the heat from the supporters, stick together, work hard, and we're still fifth in the league, believe it or not. So that's the only positive. There's no positives in getting beat, absolutely. So it's getting back in, get back to work, but it's difficult to get to work at the minute because you can't do anything on the training ground.
This is the last thing I'll ask you, because I don't want to make your voice any worse than it is. Between now and Saturday, what's the plan of action ahead of Stevenage away?
Count the bodies, see what's available, then try and pick a team. Well, again, that's the frustration. You do loads of work in pre-season and you get all your plans out, and we're having to change shape every week through necessity, not through choice. We sort of went back to a bit more of a back five today, but JK's not a left wing back, so it looks more like a 4 and didn't look very good when we were doing it in the first half. But again, we've got 2 very good left wing backs who aren't available. Ruben's probably come back quicker than what anyone thought, which is a positive in itself. But it's tough at the minute. No one likes getting beat. I think everyone's suffering. The players are trying. I don't think there's a case of them not trying. They're still running. The physical numbers on Saturday, we were awful on Saturday. But physically, I think it was the highest high-speed running sprint distance for 3 years at the football club. So the players are running, but it doesn't look like they're running because it's disjointed and unorganised, and that's not been like us, and that's what we need to try and fix. But it's difficult when you can't get any work done on the training ground.
Michael, thank you again for your time.
Cheers, Rog.